Okay, recording started. Welcome back to Battlefront 2. Last time we finished off the main campaign. Today we're going to do the Resurrection DLC, which is the continuation of the main story in the sequel trilogy era, i.e. with the First Order and Resistance rather than the Empire and the Rebellion. So we'll see how well this goes. We might be able to finish this off in one session. Playing the same difficulty that we played last time. You can see right away that there has indeed been a time skip. We have a new version of Aiden, main character of the main campaign. She's older now. How about that? Time passes and people get older. What a profound statement. This game does have very long loading screens, unfortunately, but thankfully, while the game itself is running, there's not a lot of loading screens. I think that's kind of the goal that they went for with this game, is that while you're actually booting the game, there's a longer loading screen, but once you actually get into the game, you don't load nearly as much.
You know how I can find it. Show me where the old man took it. I have what I can for.
You traded in your weapon. For what?
You know, Aiden may have betrayed me, but you let me down!
Ask. Don't go after her. It won't end well for you.
Make sure you bury Del Mico and his crew. But leave the Corvus alone.
You know it will lead her back here.
I'm planning on it.
So that's what happened in the last mission of the main campaign. We're going to pick up where we left off.
Said we could practice maneuvers. This is not what I had in mind.
It'll be fine, Mom. Quit being such an old lady.
Old lady? This old lady's about to teach you a thing or two about X-Wings and safety.
Incoming call from the Corvus.
Dad's not supposed to be back for a couple of days.
It's Shriv. I'm sending you coordinates. I need to see you.
We're on our way.
So for those who weren't here for the last part of the DLC, Shriv is a Duros who was an assistant to Lando Calrissian during the war and who joined Inferno Squad, which is Aiden and Del Mico's group.
Uncle Shriv, I've missed your big face.
Oh, yeah, same here, Zay.
Is everything okay?
Where's your mom?
Looking for my husband. It's good to see you, Shriv. Where's Del?
I was chasing rumors for the Resistance in the Janata system. Something called Project Resurrection. People are vanishing, and General Organa thinks that the First Order has something to do with it. I'm surprised when my scanners picked up the Corvus on Pilio.
What did you find?
Nothing. The ship was empty and the entire planet had been strip mined. I searched everywhere, but no sign of Del. So I checked the ship's logs, found this. Before Pilio, Del visited Athula, A planet on the edge of the system.
Someone there must know what happened to Dad.
I hope so. Because it's the only lead we have. Shrib, set a course for Athula.
Yes, ma'am.
Corvus, you're back. Did you find our people on Pilio? Wait, you're not Bell.
Del isn't here.
Well, did he send you to help us? Janata Security has already kidnapped so many families, and we are in rescue.
Someone's jamming the signal. Those are Janata security ships.
Gleb's forces.
What's going on?
We've got company. Shriv, I need your experience and analysis on the bridge. Zay. Look, I know this is sudden, but you're ready. Meet me in the hangar.
So Gleb,
The Athulans said JSEC was kidnapping families. Huh? They must be here for more.
We sure are. This is Lima Kai of the Opportunity, calling the Corvus. Surrender now, before this gets ugly.
I was about to tell you the same thing.
Ha! Clem said you were stubborn. But hey, at least I tried. So long, Commander.
Gleb, for the uninitiated, is an Aqualish
Can you
who
bring the Corvus up alongside
used
that
to
frigate?
work for
Not until you take out those ships.
Uh,
I can dodge
Aiden's
asteroids,
father.
or I can dodge lasers. I can't do both.
back during
I'm picking
the
up starfighters and transports.
war.
What should I focus on?
So
They all have to go. Just follow my lead and watch out for those asteroids. Don't worry, Mom. I remember what you taught me. He's toast. You got him.
all right.
Nice. We need to take out those starfighters. Waiting on you.
It's like we're gonna need to get some proton torpedoes on here.
Scanners say the transports are almost empty. Gleb's forces must kidnap Athulans and ship them off in the transports. Are those transports attacking us? Weaponized carriers are the only way to go anymore.
We'll watch their fire. Zay, on me. Let's take down those transports.
It's funny, in a game where most of the voice acting is actually pretty good and generally pretty subtle in terms of like emotions and things like that. This guy in charge of the pirate group is like classic like 90s era Lucasfilm game like villain. There's nothing whatsoever subtle about his portrayal. And that's one of the things I don't like about starfighter missions in general, not just in this game, but in general. A lot of the times, you run into something and you immediately die. Which makes sense, but, you know, depending on how hard the flight mechanics are in your game, that can make your game a little unnecessarily unforgiving. And remember, this is also on the second lowest difficulty in this game. Whew. Yeah, this is one of the things I remember about this DLC. Whether intentionally or not, they just assume that you've played through the entire campaign, and they make this rather hard.
Let's take down those transports.
Alright, so we'll not use the old X-Wing strategy of just kind of sitting behind them and shooting them. Because you do have to kind of aim your reticle at that little circle at whatever you're aiming at, so that it kind of hits what you're trying to shoot. Which is kind of unintuitive when you're shooting at something as large as a transport, but, you know, whatever. If the game wants you to do it, you gotta do it. Luckily, you do have a onboard heal. Let's see, did we finish off the one? Good, I think so. Get out of here. See if I can get in closer and use that EMP. There we go.
Resurrection.
That's Gleb's name for it. I just call it what it is. Trafficking.
All right, let's heal that up. Oops, sorry. Hit the Corvus with that shot. There we go.
Convoy destroyed. You're not kidnapping anyone else today, Lima Kai.
Is that what you think? I have quarters to do. If I don't fill them here, I'll do it somewhere else.
I don't think so. You're not going anywhere. We need to slow down the JSEC frigate. Shriv, draw their fire, and we'll take out the engines.
Roger.
Lead the way.
Knock it off! Oh, for Hut's sake, stop that!
For Hut's sake seems like a really weird curse, but whatever. Wouldn't be the first bizarre curse I've heard in Star Wars media, so... I guess it's just weird because Hut is an actual species.
Stop that, I did.
I think it's working. Then let's keep at it.
Okay. I'll take some of these fighters off Shriv so he stops complaining at me.
I need those! Quit it!
There we go.
You did it! The engines are fried!
This whole mission kind of reminds me of one of the old X-Wing or TIE Fighter games.
Glenn doesn't pay me to surrender. She pays me to get the job done. And that's what I'm gonna do. Fight! Lee Mackay is headed your way in an N1 starfighter. Highly modified. And he's got heavy starfighters backing him up.
I'll distract Lee Mackay. You take out his wingmen. Say, wait! Too late.
Alright, stop that.
I can keep his attention, but not forever. You've got this. Just stay focused.
And of course, this mission has the bad guys using Clone Wars era stuff because, well, they have all the Clone Wars stuff in as models in the game anyway, so might as well make use of it, right?
Now let's see about your friend. Are you done with this friend yet? I'm working on it.
There.
Bob, finish those guys and help me out. Just need a little longer.
It's interesting how casually they talk about killing people between the family, you know? Alright, what do we got? Nah, don't need it.
Men are down. Zay, I'm on my way. I'm hit. Tell me you're okay. I'm fine, but look out. Lee Mackay's circling back for you. Okay, I'll take care of him. You just get back to safety on the Corvus. Yes, ma'am.
Have you even seen Athula? The planet is a nightmare. I don't know where Gleb sends these kids, but I guarantee she's doing them a favor.
Use your ion pulse. Good thinking. That should deactivate the bombs before they explode.
I got something for you.
Ah.
Have you even seen Azula? The planet is a nightmare. I don't know where Gleb sends these kids, but I guarantee she's doing them a favor.
Use your ion pulse. Good thinking. That should deactivate the bombs before they explode.
I'm not sure how you get seismic charges on board an N1 starfighter, but whatever.
Ow! Knock it off! This one's got your name on it.
Lima Kai's dropping bombs.
Wow, rude. You know, I only took this job because it was... Oh, come on!
Got him.
I know it's a strong word and all, but I really hated that guy.
There.
I'm going after the frigate.
Mom, wait.
It's over. The opportunity just surrendered.
What? I take down their leader and they just give up?
I may have told them that we were prepared to fire all of our concussion missiles at once.
Zay, the Corvus never had missiles, you know that?
Yeah, well, they don't know that.
No, they don't. Nice work, soldier.
That's not all. They gave up everything. Gleb scooped up Dell when he stumbled onto Project Resurrection.
Where is she?
You're not gonna believe it.
Oh hey, we're going back to Aiden's home world, Vardos. Last we saw it was being destroyed by Operation Cinder.
Aiden, why'd you ask Zay to stay on the Corvus? She did great over Azula. We could really use her down here.
Gleb is part of my life I'd like to forget. It's one thing for Zay to know about my past. It's another for her to stare it in the face.
Fair enough. At least it's snowing. That's nice.
That isn't snow. It's atmospheric ash. Left over from Operation Cinder. The remains of a city that's been dead for decades.
You know what? I'm just gonna stop talking.
I really like older, grizzled Aiden.
Aiden, look.
What is that light?
The First Order. It has to be. What have they done?
Come on. We find Gleb, we find out what happened to Dell, then you get back to the Resistance and figure out what's going on.
So we'll find out what that light is later, but if you remember Force Awakens, what else created a bright red light in the sky?
Last I heard, people were still living here. I thought Gleb gave up on Vardos when the Empire did. I was wrong.
Anyway, I really like older, grizzled Aiden. Her actress does a great job making her sound like so world-weary.
It's Gleb.
It was Gleb.
Ask.
Drop your weapons. The Protectorate had outlived her usefulness to Project Resurrection and the First Order.
Project Resurrection. Kidnapping children.
Rescuing. Forging them into an army the likes of which this galaxy has never seen.
The Senate won't stand for this.
The Senate and the rest of the Hosnian system are now nothing but ashes.
Those red lights in the sky.
It's beautiful, isn't it? You see, the Republic spent decades doing nothing. And all along, we were preparing for this day. You see, Aiden, I hope you appreciate that today, of all days, I chose to be here with you. In the place where you took everything from me. Yes, our squad, my family. And I've waited a long time to return the favor. First with Del. Yes. And now, with your daughter.
No, ask.
Find out what they know about the Resistance and then burn this city. I had to live in your galaxy, Aiden. Now it's your turn to live in mine.
Is fighting the First Order?
They're defending Vardos and protecting themselves. It doesn't mean JSEC is on our side.
Look, they're too busy tearing each other apart to notice us.
And we use that to our advantage.
Stop shooting me in the cutscene. Jeez. Okay. That should do us. All right, whatever, game. Have it your way. So, kind of like the original mission on Vardos in the main campaign, you don't need to fight most of the people. You can just kind of go around them and avoid them.
That's a heavy.
Though, as always, I recommend picking up a rocket launcher if the game offers one to you, because, yeah, you're going to be running into people like that. Yeah, could call that overkill, but nah.
One of them has a flamethrower.
They're in our way. Take them down. Zap them.
It's always interesting to me that the First Order Stormtroopers' voice acting is subtly different from the Imperial ones. It's a little bit rawer, like that they don't sound as militaristic.
Dio, find a communication relay. We'll scan the city for rescue beacons.
You see that, officer? Looks like another fighter.
Push through to the relay.
Go. And I'll get that head eventually. Stand still.
Slice this. Dio, scan for rescue beacons across the city.
Oh, nice. And the game just crashed on me. That's awesome. All right, let's try that again. I've actually never seen that before with this game. Usually it's pretty good about not crashing. We'll see just how long it takes us to actually get back into the game after the crash. We'll see if it'll let me actually equip star cards this time. That was the first warning sign, honestly. Okay. Thankfully, this game checkpoints you pretty often, so I don't think I have to play the whole mission again. It should start me pretty close to where I was. Okay, yeah, my capture still looks good. Stream is still going. Okay. Yeah, that was weird.
They launched them before the crash. Maybe she got out.
Dio, find a communication relay.
Yeah, see,
We'll
like,
scan the city for rescue beacons.
these guns aren't here. It's like the game isn't loading in things. That kind of worries me. Doesn't seem like it's running particularly well right now, which is odd, because it ran perfectly fine during the main campaign. It's just the DLC.
Push through to the relay.
Yeah, we'll just ignore that for now. I think the, catch. Okay, I was worried for a second that that guy wasn't actually there, so. Okay, because it crashed before when I was trying to pick this up. So let me do this now. Drop it right here. And then we'll go over here and hack this.
Slice this. Dio, scan for rescue beacons across the city. Reinforcements, ground level.
I think. Yes, this is the heavy blaster. I like this gun. Yeah, me too, Fred.
only 2 beacons?
2 is better than 0.
You're right. Let's find Zay.
Alright. I remember this mission being frustrating, but not for...
An old ATR team.
Those walkers are dangerous. Fast, too. Could be useful. I don't want to make myself a target. I'll stick with walking. I'll catch up. Enemy, hit me!
So why Vardos all of a sudden has Clone Wars era stuff on it when the Empire was in power for so long without it is, you know, a mystery to me, but whatever. Once again, I'm sure they had the stuff for the Clone Wars being built at the time for all the DLC that they were coming out with, and well, they had to use it.
Oh, good. A flamethrower.
What's our strategy?
We take them out, every last one of them.
I do like how Shriv says Karabast, though. Warms my Rebel's loving heart. I mean, I'm probably supposed to get out of the HRT at this point, but I don't see any reason why. It's faster than Iron Man, better armored, so...
Looks like we're clear. Let's get that pod open, yeah?
It's also funny how there's no animation of Aiden getting in or out of the walker. It just goes to black and then she's in it or out of it.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be. She is out there somewhere. We just have to find her.
It's like they really cut some corners when they were putting this DLC out. They knew they had to finish the story early on. Because otherwise people were not going to be sticking with this game too long. Beep, 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 beep. That's not annoying at all. Game, thank you. I know.
We're getting close.
We need to secure the area before we open the escape pod.
There's a nice,
Can't risk Zay getting hurt.
See, why does the Protectorate have an ATSD?
It's huge.
Decimating the city.
Yeah, well, we can't fight something like that. Hurry up. We gotta find Zay.
We gotta stop that officer.
Area secure.
Okay, let's check the escape pod.
Come on. There it is. Had to be around on the right side. Correct side, rather.
Zay isn't here.
Don't worry. Zay is smart. She's strong. We'll find her. There's a third signal.
That must be Zay.
She's alive, Shrimp. And she's alone. Follow that beacon.
Also, I find it interesting that the droid in this game used to be called Droid, and now it's just called Dio. And the droid that's being added to the cast of Rise of Skywalker is also named Dio. So, I don't know.
Go for the
Nothing
shot.
to it, I don't think. It's just...
You see that officer?
Show me a scan.
Taking fire! Behind me!
Once again, being able to see your enemies through walls is an incredibly useful ability, and there's no reason you should ever replace it.
Hard to tell who's winning.
Worry about that after we find Zay. Stun. She's close. We're almost there.
That's a great fight right there.
No. The beacon is close. She must have ripped it out.
Get him, boys. You're winning. Keep at it. Oh man, that is too funny. Don't get in the way. This is great. Oh man. I wanted them to keep doing it.
Scan.
I didn't think this
don't. If the First Order is falling back, it's a tactical maneuver. JSEC is gonna be crushed.
Alright. Let's see what we're up against up here. Ooh, that doesn't look friendly. Oh yeah, I remember this section bugging out on me before.
A shuttle. More stormtroopers.
That's a heavy. They aren't getting anywhere near this kid.
Zap
They
them.
got heavy weapons.
Ah, how on earth did I miss it? Yeah, as long as he's focused the stormtroopers, I'm fine. Come out.
Get him.
There. Problem solved.
Scan ahead.
Another one? Seriously, game? You gonna do me like that? I'm going to cheese this as hard as I possibly can. ATSTs are weak if you shoot them in the back of the head, but it's kind of hard to get a shot like that when you're the only thing that they're focused on. So, just spraying them with laser fire from a heavy gun like this also works sometimes. And if you stay behind like chest-high cover, they usually can't shoot you, so. This is all tactics I learned playing the firefight mode in the first Battlefront game. There.
That's all of them. Everybody regroup. Right? That's what we do after a big fight.
So, I've had this part of the mission bug before, where the trigger for the regroup flag didn't happen, so I just wound up standing right below Zay in that sniper's nest and not being able to do anything. So I'm glad that we didn't see that bug. Because then I had to restart the whole mission from whatever the last checkpoint was.
Your dad is dead.
What?
We were wrong about Gleb. It was Hask who killed your father.
Hask is alive?
Yes. But not for long. We're gonna board that Star Destroyer and end him for good.
Aiden.
You want to go after Hask?
Hurry up, he's getting away!
Mom, stop. Killing one man won't change what happened to Dad.
If I'd been willing to fight, if I just joined the Resistance, then none of this would have happened!
You heard Hask. The First Order's been planning this for a long time.
None of this is your fault. And it's not too late to make a difference.
The Resistance needs all the help it can get.
Zay's a lot like her dad.
If we could learn how powerful the First Order really is.
Then the Resistance might have a chance. Okay. Okay. We still gotta get up there.
Well, yeah, because the Corvus is shot down. That's kind of your ride off this planet.
You got a bad idea. Welcome to the Resistance.
stay in formation and look for an entrance. Blend in and hold fire. Got it. Dio, hook up to the TIE's computer. Scan the Star Destroyer for a way inside. What's the status of that hangar? It's packed with troopers. They'd cut us down as soon as we got on board. Keep looking.
I find it odd that the wing wouldn't check in. But, you know, whatever.
First Order could be the biggest threat we've ever faced.
It's only one of the first things we see starfighters do in the saga.
How do we help? We board Hask's destroyer, steal any information the Resistance can use, and get out.
Sure. Easy.
Potential landing zone coming up.
That's not gonna work. There's no room for us. That's not gonna work. There's no room for us. Delta 6, Commander Haas ordered your unit to remain on Vardos. Report.
Are we Delta 6? What do we report?
I think our cover's about to be blown.
Then open fire. Maybe we can catch them off guard.
Alert. We have rogue TIEs advancing on the Retribution. Take them down.
They're coming for us. Dio, find us a way in. Get creative if you have to. Shriv, it's gonna take time.
So we're gonna take down these TIEs. I know the drill.
Nothing yet. Come on, Dio, you can do it. Dio's still scanning. Keep firing on those TIEs. Okay, Dio's got something near the engines. Head for the back of the ship.
All right.
There's a heat sink next to the engine? We'll destroy it and make our own entrance. Quick, fly toward the engines.
We're all gonna die.
The First Order builds their ships with a lot of extra room inside.
The hyperdrive. They're about to jump.
I mean, Imperial designs are not exactly subtle, but First Order designs are just the most extra.
Shriv. Hey. Didn't die, huh?
Yeah.
Come on.
There's gotta be a computer terminal somewhere.
We should split up and regroup when we find something.
I'll just go on my own then.
We need to access the ship's logs. Data hub, communication center, whatever we can find first.
See, that little scene there
Information are we looking for?
is why
At this point,
they don't
anything
usually
that might
show
help the
people's
Resistance.
mouths when they're talking in the middle of a mission. It's because Aiden's lip sync was not very good. Hello. Good night.
slice that.
right. Shh. Go to sleep.
Armory. We can use the First Order's weapons against them. Stock up.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry.
All right, and oh, yes, please. We're gonna crash again, and we crashed again. Nice. All right. Let's boot her back up. So that's 2 crashes in less than an hour of streaming. After we had no crashes through the entirety of the first part of the campaign. Awesome. You know, the game did download a pretty big update earlier today. It was like 3 gigs. So I have no idea. Maybe the update did something with it so that the game crashes now sometimes. Because I had bugs before. I had soft locks, but no crashes. This is the first time I've ever seen the game just straight out crash like that. It seems to be when I'm picking up some of the sub-weapons, so I'm going to try to avoid doing that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. All right. Yeah, stream looks fine. It's literally just the game. Just the game straight up crashes on me sometimes now, it looks like. I'll just stop picking up the sub-weapons. You know, if I stop picking up the sub-weapons, then I should be fine in terms of stability. Because that seems to be when it's crashing. Every time I try to pick up a sub-weapon, it's like, oh, can't do that.
Logs, data hub, communication center, whatever we can find first.
Here we go.
What kind of information are we looking for?
At this point, anything that might help the resistance.
All right, so we'll skip that camera in there because we know what it is, but we're going to take this guy now. All right. This.
An armory. We can use the First Order's weapons against them. Stock up.
All right, so I'll grab a new primary. Gonna crash on me again, and it crashed on me again. Nice. Great job, game. Round of applause for Battlefront 2, everyone. Yeah, whatever they did with that update makes it so that it's really hard to keep the game stable, it feels like. Thankfully, it seems to be loading up much faster now than it was previous times I've tried loading it, so... Maybe it's because I'm trying to do it too fast. Alright, let's change these because these are both garbage abilities. Let's go back to what I had before. And we'll switch weapons here at the loading screen. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. There we go. That'll work. Yeah, let's see. My stream seems to have crashed. I see the audio is working, but the display is not. Alright, hang on. Let me try removing the display capture and re-adding it. Interesting. It's not able to detect that the game is running. That's encouraging. Let me see. There we go. Not sure what it was doing, honestly. That was weird. Okay. Looks good. Audio looks good. Okay, I think we're back. Yeah, the feed just completely dropped and then,
Armory. We can use the First Order's weapons against them. Stock up.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry.
if you want a gun, Zay, you can grab it, but I'm good with what I got right now. Yeah, it was weird. It's like the game crashing and OBS was just like, you know what? I don't wanna look at this anymore. We're done. What's up, boys? I know that's not how you're supposed to do this section, but whatever. Alright. This feels so much more gratifying than sneaking around, honestly. Nah. That'll just be the same blaster I've got. Besides, there's no guarantee that picking it up wouldn't crash everything again.
Need a disable. Wonder what's in here.
Something worth protecting. Triv, I think we found the place.
On my way.
Back on the topic of the game, it's interesting that Zay is using a sniper rifle just like her dear old daddy.
Look at all this.
You see anything? Over here.
Project Resurrection.
Wait a minute. Janata Nomok system. The First Order kidnaps children and forces them to become stormtroopers.
Their military numbers must be... I can't even imagine.
Try to find a manifest. Are those?
Capital ships.
Enough to reclaim control over the entire galaxy.
Stop there.
What is that?
A First Order dreadnought.
That sounds bad already.
It is. I've heard stories from General Organa. Rumors, mostly. But they're terrifying.
That's the same kind of ship that you see at the very beginning of The Last Jedi.
That ship. We need to bring it to Leia and the Resistance.
Until the ship's out of hyperspace, we're not going anywhere.
I got a plan for that. Find us a ride out. Make it a fast one. You'll know when it's time to move.
I dislike this already. Good luck, you two.
So, this plan of yours? We're gonna rip this Star Destroyer out of hyperspace. I think I finally understand why Shriv is a nervous wreck whenever you're together.
So this mission is the hardest mission in this campaign, counting both the main campaign and the DLC. It is a pain in the butt.
Secure the room. Heavy weapons, guy. Clear. Okay, load up on detonators. Plan's starting to make a lot of sense. Grab as many as you can carry. Don't mind if I do.
I love how Zay says heavy weapons guy.
Big weapons coming at us.
Reminds me of Team Fortress 2.
Need a slice.
Alright, what's the next room look like, Dio? Alright, so we've got a few.
Slice that.
Let's, You okay there, Zay? You doing alright?
Stormtroopers! Take them down!
Take out that riot trooper! Riot trooper! Keep your distance! Enemy heavy! Focus your fire!
So this little room right here, this becomes this entire mission. Your whole job is to do stuff in and around this room.
I overheard a couple officers. The Resistance found the First Order's base. They're making their attack run now.
Great news, Shriv. We're almost done here. Be ready.
See you soon.
Zay, if we plant detonators on that generator, this ship will go from light speed to stopping in a second. Sounds dangerous. Let's do it. Let's get those detonators on that generator.
Face okay there, Zay? Face okay there, Zay? Doing alright? Okay. Man.
Intruders have been spotted in the hyperdrive bay. All available units, report at once.
Enemy backup on the way.
Oh boy, this part.
Is that detonator set?
It will be in a second.
Because that's what's the best part of every game, right? Escort missions!
Hey, more guys up top. On the move. Rally on me.
Zay, you got this?
Yes, Mom, I've got this.
More stormtroopers.
Detonator 2 is armed and ready.
Oh, I hate this mission so much. Oh, this mission is such a pain. And it unequipped all of my cards again. Thanks, game. All right.
Let's get those
Well, if it's not gonna give me any of my cards, so.
Heads up, more of them.
All available units report at once.
All right, we'll take care of the twins there.
Status report. Get in there. Help over here. Hey, more guys up top. Take cover. Zay, you got this?
It's like when this game is flowing really well, it looks really cinematic and cool, but this DLC has been bugging out a lot.
Reinforcements. Detonator 2 is armed.
Ouch. Man, if this game would only let me have my star cards, that would be great. But no, it's not going to let me have them.
Detonators on that generator. I'll plan up. You watch my back.
And I don't want to pick up any of the guns because then the game might crash again. So
Heads up.
just have to get good.
How's it coming? We're working on it. Help me out. Keep their heads down. They're just... That's one.
Yeah, this mission just isn't very fun, and it isn't very good. There's not nearly enough like going on.
Zay, you got this? Yes, Mom, I've got this. Enemy backup on the way. Detonator 2 is armed and ready. Flame trooper, headed our way. Abby, take cover. Ow, just grazed me. Is that detonator set? It will be in a second. Give them a target! Need a dagger! Fire! We have ready to engage! 3 down, 1 to go. Officer ahead! Heads up, more of them! Priming those detonators? Yep, nearly done.
Come on,
Stun.
got it.
That's all of them.
Sit down.
Drift.
Okay.
You find us a ride out of here?
Yeah, but fair warning, it's gonna be a real tight fit.
Well, if it flies, I'm happy. See you soon. Okay, all that's left is the backup generator. They probably locked it behind a security door. I'll slice it open.
All right. Part 1 done. That should be a checkpoint as well, so.
Alert! Intruders have accessed the central computer.
Sounds like we're about to have more company. You and Dio can handle it, right? You better believe it.
All right. Here we go.
More stormtroopers. I'm hit. I'll let you. Enemy backup on the way. Scan, please. We need a sec. Help me out. Ow, I'm okay.
We have our orders.
Stop shooting at me. Need a sec. Show me a scan. He's shooting at me. Shoot him back. I got problems here.
Working on it.
Approaching the turret. Hey, blast this guy, please. Scan for me, droid. Help over here. Need some help over here. And done. Security door is unlocked.
Okay. Come on, Zay. Don't bug out on me now, girl. I need you.
Analysis.
Oh, no. Come on, Zay.
Room is secure.
Oh, thank
But it
you.
won't be for long.
We need to finish this. For everyone First Order has hurt. Those missing kids, their families, for Dad.
I was worried
Dio,
there for a
slice into
second.
that computer. Reroute all reinforcements somewhere else.
I was like, if Zay bugged out, man.
Come on, let's set these final charges, then get to the resistance base.
Intruders detect nearing communications. Reroute all defenses to comms.
Okay.
They're not here. Leave the hyperdrive bay. Search elsewhere.
Alert. All forces reroute to Star Wars Barracks. Intruders detected.
All right.
Then we find Triv and get out of here.
Intruder's locked. Search the weapons bay.
Say, let go.
Oh, I'm so glad it didn't crash there.
I remember. Bold, unpredictable. Use your weapon. Come on, use your weapon.
Say, it's okay.
Motherhood has made you weak.
I gotcha. Do it.
Yeah, and don't do that to me, game. I shot him in the face.
Thanks. You okay? Yeah, I'm okay. You? Never better. Let's finish this.
Now let's stop this ship.
Mom, look. We did it.
What's wrong? Hey. No. Okay, Mom, you need to get some help. Come on.
No,
Mom,
no,
come on.
It's too late. It's too late. Listen. You need to get Dio to the Resistance. Do you understand?
No, what are you talking about? No.
It's gonna be okay.
No, it isn't. I need you. How are you so calm right now?
I'm scared. I'm just more afraid of failing than dying. But I have hope in you. Listen. We fight so others can live. And if we die, it better be for the same reason. You understand? I love you.
I love you.
I wish you could see what I see.
Mom. Mom.
Heidi? Zay, you there? Hope you two are ready because we gotta move.
It's just me, Shriv. She's gone.
Oh.
It's okay. She made it count.
She always did.
Contact the Resistance. Tell them that this is just the beginning. The First Order is still coming. But we have hope. And hope is the reason we are going to win.
Sector clear, Resistance base. No sign of the First Order yet. Wait. Contact!
No contact. This is Shriv Shurgov, clearance code 73 Tau. We are friendlies, requesting permission to land. Please do not shoot us.
Landing request denied.
Well, I said please.
Stand by for instructions.
It'll be okay. We just have to explain what's going on too. General Organa.
Shriv, I received your message. That means you must be Zay. I'm terribly sorry to hear about your mother. She was a complicated woman, but the galaxy was far better with her in it.
Thank you, ma'am. It's very kind of you to say.
We brought you something, General. Schematics for the First Order Dreadnought. Transmitting it now.
I'll get these over to Commander Damon for analysis right away.
I'm ready to join the fight, General.
I know you are, but the Resistance is evacuating. The First Order is coming for us. Instead of taking them head on, I have an urgent mission for you. We have allies in the Outer Rim. I need a team to go find them. I know you're tired. I know you've already fought and lost so much, but I need you to keep going. Can you do that?
You can count on us, General.
Good luck, Inferno Squad.
And that's it. That's the entire DLC. Not counting the downtime that we had with crashes and bugs, I think we probably could have finished the entire thing in around an hour and 15 minutes. So, yeah. Obviously, the story ties directly into the events of The Force Awakens and then leads into The Last Jedi, because the Dreadnought, as I mentioned previously, that they were mentioning is the ship that Poe destroys at the beginning of The Last Jedi. And it's kind of inferred that the reason that they knew how to destroy it was because of the schematics that they stole. So it all kind of lines up there, you know. But yeah, overall, I think the story, it's an interesting kind of epilogue to the main campaign more than anything. I wish it were longer. I wish we got to see more of Old Iden and of Zay specifically. I really want to see more of Zay, but, you know, whatever. We got what we got, and I'm pretty sure at this point that's probably going to be the only bits of DLC that this game is going to have for the main campaign, because everything since that came out has been thrown into the multiplayer for the few people who are actually still playing this game in multiplayer. But that's it. If I do another stream next time, it'll be a different game, most likely. The multiplayer for this game is fine, but I'm not particularly enthused by it. We'll see what ends up happening next. So, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.